Here's the tutorial for the Sunset, or the Sunset Extreme. This one is a harder move. It just takes a lot of practice. You're going to be using the longer bow staff, the one that goes from floor to chin, which is the right height for the longer one, if I haven't said that before. And you're going to be using your mark, if you don't have one already, 1.5 feet down from one end of that bow. Or a little bit shorter if you have shorter arms. And the goal is you put your pointer finger on that mark, and it's going to be you're going around and catching it like that. And it's meant to be a slow move, not a fast move, so keep that in mind when you're practicing. It doesn't have to be fast. The way this move starts is you start holding it out front, pointer finger on the 1.5 foot mark. The long end should be facing inwards. What you're going to do is you're going to bring it around, so make sure you don't clip yourself in the ribs with the short end. Bring it around front, and then around your arm. So from here, it's around your arm. And you're going to tilt your head sideways so as to duck it, because you don't want to wing it around in the back of your skull. So you start it, and you go around like that. That's going to be your beginning part of the move. Once you do that, it goes around and into your armpit. So that's where you're going to want to... Sorry, I got allergies. That's where you're going to want to end for this beginning part of the move. Sorry, my phone is dying, but we're fine. So, sorry about that. Around armpit. Starting from here, out, duck it, armpit. And then once you're in this armpit position, once you get that down, if you watch the last video, which is the just over the shoulder, it's much like that move, but instead of just going over the shoulder, the idea is to go almost on an angle so that it spins over, over, and then back. So I don't know if I can really demonstrate this well, but from here, you want it to go here, here. Just one more time, just to make sure it's on camera. From here, you're going to be pushing it out. So instead of the chicken wing, which is back to get it over the shoulder, you want it to go almost out. And it's going to go here, here. So here, here. Almost like a seesaw effect. It goes up and down. And that's the goal of this move. And unlike the regular arm twist, or the regular flip over the arm, where it goes over here, when you do this one, you're going to want it to go on an angle about here. It's difficult to show. So it goes here, right in this groove, right in like your collarbone groove, and it'll go up and then back down. And that's the kind of feeling you have to get used to, it going up and back down, not just going around. Let's see, yeah. So for the weird chicken arm thing that I was explaining, you get around, this is just to gain momentum, you get here, which is the kind of what I described last time as the chicken arm position, where you could do that. And then from here, you want to go out. So not only, you don't want to go straight up, because then it'll just, again, go over this arm. You want it to go out like this. So you're pushing this chicken wing back. So you have it pointed down a little bit like this. You're chicken winging it so it spins, instead of around this way, or straight around this way. You want it to go up and down. That's the goal, is just to get it to go up and down. That's really, I mean, I wish I could say more tips and tricks. Don't feel discouraged, because when I was learning it, it was basically, it just kind of looked like whip, ow, around, and then throw it that way so it guns over to the other side of the room. I practiced this outside, so I didn't murder anyone. Or it would just do this, and be like, that's not what I meant to do. Though you can bring it up and then around as a different move. But that's not the goal of this one. Well, actually, that kind of is, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it. The goal is to have it do that and that, but just in one motion, so you don't have to use your hands. So as practice, if you want to actually grab it, so like you do the shoulder roll, but just higher up. Catch it right up here. So you don't even want it to go down here. You want to catch it up here, and then continue it, just to get the feeling. And then once you get that, you'll realize your neck is doing a kind of motion to get it to go where you want it to go. Once you get that, then you can just start doing that motion alone after the spin. So that neck's like, huh? And then neck goes around to like almost look at it. And that's how you can practice. I wish I had thought of that sooner. Woo! That's what usually happens. But yeah, up. You notice it here, and if you're just practicing, you can go around, catch it, bring it across. That's the best way to practice. Just catch it, bring it across, and then at some point, instead of catching it, just kind of try to let it spin back over. So set it, and then go like that. And once you get faster and faster at that, you'll start getting used to that motion. And you can just start doing that without hands. So really slowly, you just stop it here. Maybe you'll stop it a little bit like that, and you'll just bring it around. And that motion then becomes a motion of watch it over here, and then as it's going around this way, you're just gonna kind of tilt yourself like this, in almost a little U motion, just to get it back across, and you'll grab it. And that's the Sunset Extreme. I hope this helps. If anyone has any questions, I can try to post more in-depth responses to any of these, actually. Hope this helps. Hope you can add it. Practice a lot. You will just chuck it sometimes. You will hit yourself in the face a bunch of times. I know I did. But just enjoy it. And remember that practice that I just came up with, the over, ooh, over, is just a good practice. And you can combine that, if you don't remember how to do either of those, look right in the last video, which is how to do the over the shoulder and the different versions of the around the neck. Enjoy, hope that helps, and thank you for bearing with me. Enjoy.